Welcome back, guys, to the Coins and Connections podcast. This is your girl, Cinquanta Cox-Smith, and we are going to continue to explore all things books, business, and bullshit. Let's get into today's episode. So I get asked a lot, how did you start your podcast? Where do I begin? How can I start a podcast? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. You know, I'm down with the free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Like, ain't nobody listening yet and you making money. How dope is that? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting on? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. All right, y'all. So this podcast is a year overdue. Like, seriously. I've gone through 2 different names. I recorded the first little podcast in like July of 2017, and I figured I'd keep building off of my two main businesses, basically. And I can still reach the people who want to connect with me, because my life has different layers, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, a veteran, a military spouse, an employee, an author, an entrepreneur, a coin snatcher, daughter, sister, and, a friend. So If you can connect with me on any one of those titles, you are welcome to come on in the room, have a seat, and be a part of the helping ministry. So, that's basically what I'm here to do, is share my experiences, reach you on a different level, help you snatch some coins, and help you understand the different parts of life that you may be confused about, because I know I'm not the only one that wears, a different hat, has different skills and talents and gifts. But if you can learn anything from me, it's know that I never sit on any of my gifts. So this first episode is probably going to just be a little rundown of, a little bit more about me. And one of the exciting things is I'll be recording this, not this, but these episodes from October to December. And I won't be sharing this podcast publicly with anyone until January, until I have my foot deep in it. So if you just happen to stumble upon, Coins and Connections with your girl, go ahead and, leave a review down there. Send me a message. Let me know how much you like it so far. I just, want to have something for myself. And if you just find it by stumbling upon my name or stumbling upon just reviews or anything, I love organic listener. I don't want to make anyone feel that they have to listen to this podcast. You find it, you like it, like I said, come on in the room and stay. So if you have any questions, if you have any advice that you want me to, give you, go ahead and send me an email at hello@coinsandconnections.com, and I'll be glad to, give my unfiltered, unsolicited, but really good advice to you. So the first thing I want to talk about today is stop holding people you don't know to such high standards. Like, when they make a mistake, everyone, the world, they start to act like this person is a human just like you. When you make mistakes, you don't have that many people looking at you to hold you to it. You just, correct it, learn from it, whatever, and move on. But when you hold certain people to these high-ass standards, and then they make a mistake, y'all want to crucify them? That ain't right. Some people didn't set out to be famous. They didn't set out to be celebrities or major influencers. It just happened. So basically, they're thrown into this world full of judgment by individuals who are watching them, basically under a microscope. The media, the blogs, everybody. If the world had no space for comments, likes, and shares, none of this extra stress would occur. I've been called a celebrity. I think not, boo. Where? I live a regular, degular ass life like Cardi said. You know, you call me a celebrity, that's how you feel about me. You call me famous, that's how you feel about me. I didn't say I'm famous. I didn't say I was a celebrity. None of those words have ever came out of my mouth. Like, so you hold people to a certain standard that they don't hold themselves. Now, if I had paparazzi outside my house, then I might have been to a different stature or a level. You know, I might have just leveled up. But until then, I am none of that. I am just like you. I might work harder than the average, but I'm just like you. So y'all stop doing that. We gotta stop crucifying these celebrities when they make a mistake. It's just stop feeling like they're your role models. You know, you can look up to everyday people. Like, my dad is my role model, and he can do no wrong in my eyes, but that's me. That's how I feel about him. That's my opinion of him. So, you know, it's just like, don't put pressure on me to be what you think I am in your eyes, because I'm just a normal person working extremely hard to obtain certain goals. Okay. So I want to tell y'all a little story, right? So I don't live a lavish lifestyle. I don't have a nanny, a car service, no one to come clean my damn house. Nah, bro, I'm a mother. I clean, cook, fuck my husband on the regular. I don't drive before and whip. I don't feel pressure to do so either. You know, I have a newer car now, but before that, I had the same car for 10 years. And it was a 2004 GMC Envoy. Boy, I love that truck. I love my little burgundy Envoy. I called it Bernie. And, you know, I would have still had it. You know, it gave me some issues. Like, every time my husband left, he's Army. He's regular Army. And, you know, throughout this podcast, you guys will get to know more and more about my life. But every time he left for training or something, like, the truck would do something wrong. So the most recent time he was getting ready to go to Korea, and, you know, he was just kind of thinking about it, was like, yeah, I need something reliable to drive, because this ain't gonna work. So, you know, for the first time, I was like, I got this car. You know, I got a 2016 Honda Accord. That's what I wanted. It wasn't like I felt like I needed to get some foreign BMW or Lexus or whatever because everybody else was driving that. Nah, I know Hondas are reliable. My first two cars were Hondas. I know they are reliable. So that's what I wanted. So for the first time, I had got a car in my name with my great credit and my down payment. But guess what? My husband still paid the payments. But what I'm just trying to say is that, you know, we work hard, but we have our faults, we have our mistakes. Like, entrepreneurship is fucking hard as shit, and I know I've lost probably like $50,000 in the past 10 years, but, you know, some shit just doesn't work, and you get lazy and you fall into depression sometimes. But on your good days, the shit is lovely. Like, you have to celebrate those small wins while you're in that window, because you never know when shit is going to hit the fan. And, you know, certain things have just shown me that you need to save money. You need to have a backup plan. You need to be smarter what you're spending. So, like everybody, don't be trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Williams or whoever else, because they, you know, you can't pocket watch. You can't pocket watch. I don't care what nobody else is doing. As long as I can pay my bills every month and still have money left over to put in my savings account or do something fun with, that, you know, I'm all right. Of course, I'm always trying to find ways to make more money, because that's just me. You know, the more you have, the more room you have to wiggle and do what's necessary. So, I'm coming to the end of this episode, and it probably was all over the place, but I just want you guys to get a kind of feel of not really who I am, but my backstory. You know, that I've spilled some tea on myself, you know, just a little bit. I hope that you can, you know, stick around and I can teach you what I know about books, business, and obviously bullshit. And you'll come back and you'll want to know more about me, because the next episode, I feel like I need to go ahead and give you guys a rundown on who the fuck I am and why should you listen to my podcast. But you can find me here every Friday. You know, wherever podcasts are available, you can look out for the show notes and more details coming soon on the podcast homepage. But I hope that you stick around, and I hope that you give a girl from the South a chance and just enjoy what I'm giving. You know, I love to share and I love to have fun, and I have a big personality and I'm extra as fuck. So if you if you can relate on those levels, then we gonna be alright. All right. So again, you know, you can send your questions to hello@coinsandconnections.com, and I love you more than you love this podcast.